Communities have come together in many ways during the pandemic. In our town, Monticello, the crisis brought people together through a Facebook group. They made masks for essential employees. WCIA3's Jessica Coons has the story.
The Facebook group Masks for Monticello started in mid-March after an online discussion about essential workers who needed masks. Jenny Carroll is one of the group's administrators.
The initial focus of the group was to try to potentially cover any shortfalls in PPE for local healthcare practitioners.
Sewers were added to the group. Everyone gathered fabric and elastic. Leandra Vogelsang hadn't sewn in a while when she got the call.
I'm like, oh, that's so exciting. So I pulled out my sewing machine, and I don't know how many masks I would have made. And then my sewing machine just quit.
Vogelsang ordered a new machine so she could get back to work. Making masks was a learning curve she quickly conquered.
First one I made, oh my goodness, it was like this long. And it was long and skinny, and I had folded it the wrong way. It looked more like a slingshot kind of thing than it did a mask.
The administrators started collecting dozens of masks, first giving them to employees at Kirby Medical Center. Then they branched out.
We started reaching out to local senior care facilities, assisted living, and then eventually we started reaching out to other essential workers.
I would wake up at 4 in the morning and say, oh my goodness, time is wasting. I need to go and get some more masks done.
Overall, the sewers made more than 1,500 masks, and this was before masks became required in public places.
In this day and age, sewing is one of those skills that is maybe a forgotten art. I think it's really cool that this skill that a lot of these people have sort of got revived and it's something that they can be super proud of, that they have that skill and they put it to good use during this crisis.
Vogelsang is still making masks using bright colors and fun patterns. She says if people have to wear one, she hopes she can make one that they enjoy putting on.
I've always enjoyed doing for others, but I never thought it would be in this light. And never thought it would be in the use of my sewing machine. My new sewing machine.
In our town, Monticello, Jessica Coons, WCIA3, your local news leader.
Her new one. The Facebook group is now a place for sewers to talk about designs, materials, and more. We have a link on WCIA.com. Monticello's popular Allerton Park is open to visitors, but like all other public spaces at the moment, there are some guidelines you have to follow. First and foremost, people must explore the trails while social distancing. There's limited staff on site to enforce that all hours, but park employees say with 1,500 acres of natural land, that shouldn't be too hard to follow. They're asking community members to be responsible. Favorite spots like the Formal and Peony Gardens may attract more traffic, so be mindful and consider wearing a mask in these areas. Allerton asks you only come with family and don't gather in large groups.
People still need a place to come outside and that we have plenty of space to do it. We wanted to do that as soon as possible so that people could continue to enjoy, this place and find some peace and calm here.
Areas that will stay closed until further notice include the Mansion, Visitor Center, and Greenhouse Cafe. The Mansion's closed doors means Allerton isn't hosting events, including weddings. They rely on donations and grants for park improvements as they continue to serve the community. Animal shelters typically rely on their communities for help, but they need even more of it during the pandemic. WCIA3's Jessica Coons has the story from our town, Monticello.
The Piatt County Animal Shelter started more than a decade ago as a foster facility. 6 years ago, it moved into this building. Diana McPheeters is the director.
We are a completely volunteer organization and donation-based, so that's where we don't get funded from, the state or the county.
The shelter gets a lot of support from the community and is staffed with dozens of dedicated volunteers. Not only do they love the animals, but the camaraderie that comes with giving back.
It's a great place to get work experience and people skills, basically.
My favorite part about volunteering here is just being around them, making friends, meeting new people that come in every day.
But things have looked different at the shelter since the pandemic started. They're careful with how people come in to meet the animals and have made a lot of changes behind the scenes.
coming up with protocol on cleaning, how people interact with each other, staggering times, and staggering people as they clean.
Change hasn't necessarily been a bad thing. The shelter usually has 60 or 70 animals, but not anymore.
Right now we're at about 43. We've had 20 adoptions since all this started, which is fantastic. Most of them had lost a pet recently and was looking for a new one, or had been looking for years and trying to figure out the best time when they could be at home for the introduction of the animals to their family and their home. So we weren't concerned about the animals coming back to us once everybody got back to work on a regular schedule.
MCPHEETERS is grateful for the good news, but isn't sure what the rest of the year will hold. 2 of the shelter's 3 big fundraisers have been postponed or are undergoing changes. But they're confident that the support from Piatt County and Our Town Monticello will keep them going. In Our Town Monticello, Jessica Coons, WCIA3, your local news leader.
The shelter currently has dozens of cats up for adoption. For more information, just go to our website.